Oh, we haven't had a random read for a long time, so I'm going to do a random read. Whoever's watching, whoever's listening, whoever needs some advice. Let's see where it takes us. We're open to any message, Spirit, that you think is relevant to those watching. Thank you for continuing to contact. Okay. Love and light, Spirit, thank you. Oh, damn it. Oh, no, that's good. There's an unpleasant surprise, but it will release you from a mental prison. You've been overthinking things, and this will shock you out of it. Unfortunately, it just makes matters worse because it gives you a nightmare situation and sleepless nights. The obstacles to overcome is a no. Somebody's said no to you. Somebody's refused. Wishes and dreams can't come true. And possibly there is no fertility. There's no pregnancy. Oh dear. What cannot be changed? The Jack the Lad, the one night stand, the chap that comes in, or female that comes in and out when they feel like it, treats the world like it owes them something. Somebody's dithering and not defending themselves. All over the place, really. Oh, and there's my card. Wow. So, in the past, there's the tarot reader, the psychic, the medium, the lady who has come out of a very dark place. Can be depression, can be a unhealthy relationship, bad health, anything that's put her in a dark place. She's come out of that now. There will be truths told and secrets revealed. Those born on the 2nd or the 29th, living or past it, for your diary and address, massively important in a positive way. This is Persephone, and we know that she was in a bad marriage, that she was forced pretty much into, and she didn't eat well, she didn't look after herself because of that. She tried not to eat at all, but managed to eat some pomegranate seeds. That's why the pomegranates are special to Spirit. However, she did have to eat something, so she ate a few pips. And the pips denoted how long she would be stuck in that relationship. So the more you take from an unhealthy situation, the more you are going to have to sacrifice. She does warn that be careful of what goes in your mouth as in diet medication, what comes out your mouth as in words written or spoken. But that's in the past. In the future, we have the smiler with a knife, a lying deceiver who pretends friendship, loyalty and love. It could be a water-sign child. In the present situation, there is danger from dishonest tendencies. It is time to release and let go. The outcome of a situation, the old way of doing things, greed as far as money goes, your hold on people, don't smother them. You can't control everything. And in your personal life, you're relying on what looks like crumbs from others. And what you should be getting is equal reciprocity. A happy relationship where you are both equal. But there has been lies, theft and possibly deceit. That used to be my Thursday night card. So it goes with the Jack the Lad. Somebody who's definitely not committed to anything. Just not taking any action, not bothered about anybody else, really. And it's become a heavy burden. So not good, is it? Is there any hope? Spirit, I don't think so. You should say no, because there's no defending this person. There's no defending this situation. And the only major arcana we have is man. Secrets, truth revealed. Always be careful what goes in your mouth and comes out your mouth. You may have visited a tarot reader, a psychic, a medium, who warned you about this a long time ago. Maybe I did. But the one thing you have to cling on to is that those born on the 2nd or the 29th, tomorrow is the 29th, living or past, date for your diary and address, is massively important in a positive way. So, let's go around again, Spirit. What else do you want to tell us about this situation? And by the way, she trumps all the rest of the cards because she is a major arcana. They are minor. We have 6 years mentioned. We have 7 weeks mentioned. We have 10 days. We have 9 months. We have 9 weeks. We have 8 weeks. And we have 7 days. We have all signs mentioned. Yeah. Someone wants to walk away. They're miserable and they've turned their back on a situation. There's no chance of a celebration here or a reunion, and this may be a third party because there's 3 cups there. Again, they've doubled up. Thanks for that, Spirit. Twice round. Somebody is holding on too tightly. They want you to release. You think you can control this. You think you can decide when something ends, when something begins. No, you have free will about some things, and you have choices. 4 years is mentioned. Holding on too tightly to the outcome of the situation, your finances, other people, trying to control and manipulate the situation to go your way. And it hasn't worked. The outcome is a generous Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo gentleman. Could be anywhere in his charts, could be a businessman, could be a man in uniform, could be somebody dark skinned. He's a generous man. Could also be a policeman. But even if it's a policeman, this is positive because he's the right way up. So, a generous man, but very stubborn. And some would say he is more about his spreadsheets than he is about excitement. He's not the most exciting person. Again, twice they've given us this card. But now, instead of having the nightmares and the nightmare situation, we've woke up to a new day and come out of that trap of overthinking things. The root of the problems, though, we've doubled up, is that Jack the Lad. He's always there, isn't he? So, he's not giving up. And he's a person of action, a person of passion. He just doesn't commit to anything. In the past he did. Or this was an older gentleman, but I think it's the same one. He was more faithful and funny in the past and took action. In the present, things are not what they seem. If it looks good, all that glitters isn't gold. If it looks bad, it's nowhere near as bad as you think it is. And then we have loss of friendship, breakups of marriages, and to study rebelling against the norm. You don't want to be Mr. Spreadsheet. Taurus energy, someone who feels they can't talk or speak. It's also the divine masculine to the feminine. And so far, again, the only major arcanas we've got. So these are destined to be together, the High Priestess and the High Priest. But he's got his back to the situation. He's not taking notice. He's trying to rebel. The Taurus energy, being stubborn. The child holds the key. Maybe your inner child, maybe your children. Those born on the 5th or the 23rd, living or past it for your diary and address, massively important in a negative way. It's about material matters. They're having a negative spin on the situation. And we all know that she is never about the material matters. She's about the esoteric, the spirituality, the soul. In your personal life, someone wants to win. They're not bothered about being happy, they just want to win. They will cut off their nose to spite their own face. And it could get violent. There'll be no winners in this sort of argument, and everyone will regret it. Hopes and fears are either a new vehicle, a cancer, a home, or something to do with your ancestors. Control. Again, fearing the lack of control, fearing the lack of success, not being focused. Those born on the 7th or the 25th, living or past, date for your diary and address, massively important in a positive way. And there we have today's card. Someone is wearing a false mask. It could be depression, at the very least. You are not paranoid, so all these sleepless nights don't mean you're paranoid. You're not paranoid. Your suspicions are justified. The truth needs to come out. You're manifesting a negative outcome to this situation because you want to control it. This could be a criminal type person. This could be someone who deals in criminal activity. But as my granny would say, it's a wrong one. So today, or anybody born on the 1st or the 28th, is negative energy. So once around the maypole again, Spirit please. And then we'll pull a clarifier. Now, what they're saying is, though, there is success coming, but you will make enemies. And I would worry about anybody that hasn't got any enemies, because then I worry that they're living someone else's life, only because they're so nice that they stand the chance of being walked all over. And if you're an empath, you understand what I mean. So yeah, too many options, confused is where we start. Don't know which way to turn. we've forgotten that it's about the journey, not the destination. So your destination is death. You will get there. What you have to do is enjoy the journey. This is a complete transformation. A massive change will take place whether you want it or not. Scorpio energy. It rules the reproductive organs and shared resources. So it could be health matters, money matters, whatever. The 13 is positive energy. Something ends, so something new can begin. And there it is. The obstacle to overcome is the divine masculine and the divine feminine. Love. Unconditional. But there will be enemies watching over you. So this seems like a Romeo and Juliet scenario. Somebody is trying to keep these lovers apart. And the root of the trouble is somebody just wants peace. They're tired of all the shite. They need some rest before they transform. And there we have, quite strangely, do you see the card that I picked for the one card read? Impatience. Impatience in the past has got you to where you are now. In the immediate future, it is going to rock your world. There will be a shock, a massive argument, or passionate encounter. Those born on the 16th, living or past it, for your diary and address, massively important. In a blessing in disguise. The 8 of discs, I don't believe I've got in this. I got it in the one card read when I was looking at the bottom of the deck. So this is somebody working very hard towards something, but forgetting to live in the now. So not doing the journey, planning for tomorrow that's not promised. May not be there when you get there. 8 years is mentioned. Communications via the internet. So those born on the 16th, blessings in disguise. In your love life, there's a karmic situation, secrets and hidden enemies. What have we just said? The hidden enemy is there, watching you all the time. Those born on the 12th, living or past it, for your diary and address, massively important in a positive way. You need to see things from a different angle. Put your boundaries in place. Stop sacrificing yourself for someone else. The 12th and the 13th of December, possibly. Pisces energy. It's karmic. Stop playing the martyr. Stop playing the victim. King of Swords means that you are protected and you must seek professional advice. Doctor, priest or lawyer. And we end where we began, trapped in that mental prison. So you have to release yourself from this mental prison of your own making. And you can do that. It's just that you know the only way to do it is not how you choose for it to happen. But you're not in control of this. And if you wait until it works out your way, you will miss an opportunity because it's not going to work out your way. You know the only way to free yourself from this. So it's your choice and your destiny. Choices bring consequences, and that's your destiny. So we shall pick one card from the astrology deck and see what it gives us. very few major arcana there for such a long read. So Taurus, Pisces, definitely mentioned. But all signs are in there because it is a read, a random read for us all. And there we are, Aries, which again is the Three of Wands, which is what we got in the single card read. So they're trying to tell us something, aren't they? Number 5 is the Emperor. 5s are about changes. War will not determine who is right. The Mars card suggests that there's something you need to fight for. And you're not. You're not defending yourself. You're not fighting for anything. Mars makes us shove hard in a way that other planets don't, and one might call him the bully, so maybe you're being bullied. Mars is the ruler of sexuality and aggression. It is the lustful planet that drives us and allows us to face the difficult challenges in life. To follow our passions no matter what stands in the way. If we did not have Mars, we could not know how to do this fight. This card also means to push back in terms of defence, and you're not doing that. You need to defend yourself. When Mars is strong in a chart and a reading, you may either face aggressive situations with enemies, yes, and the 5 of Swords. With a need to confront or defend, or an intense, rousing sexual encounter. Which may or may not involve romance. Overwhelming attractions will take place. This is a time when you feel not only forced but driven. It is a good time to consider goals and desires and not allow them to fall by the wayside. So like I said, live your dream. Right now, action is needed and you're not taking it. It is not a good time to sit back and wait, which is what you want to do. You want rest, you want peace. We all do. When this card presents itself, you are being challenged to protect your interests or to move ahead quickly on something. The Mars card indicates a type of passion and drive that is linked to the spirit of life force. In ancient British magic, the type of energy was the cunning fire that enabled men and women to act like gods and goddesses, to create and defend, to build energy, to seek and claim, to force and pursue, thus to change fate. And the Maypole, which is what I jokingly said without thinking at the beginning of the read, is when that happens. So May the 1st may be important. Turning up this card infers that a fire has been lit under a passion, and it is time to achieve what you want in life. At least you are being shown a clear path. It could be romantic or sexual in nature. It could also involve other types of relationship, but more importantly, goals that should be pursued at this current time as vigorously as possible. It can also indicate a formidable competitor has just arrived on the scene. Other issues to do with this card include the law, what did I say? The military, sports and games, challenges of all kinds, becoming more physically active and involved, but also fiery tempers and actual fires. The Tower. The question to ask now is how to take action, and that's why you're trapped in this mental prison of your own making, because you know how, but you don't want to do it that way. How do you create momentum to achieve your goals and dreams? Have you been challenged to protect your own interests, and are you being pushed too hard by something or someone? How do you clear your path to get what you want? Are you willing to do battle? Has someone or a situation challenged you to a fight? It is time to plan. Get ready to do battle. There will be adversaries. It's time to defend yourself and go for what you want. Thanks for listening.